I see that a lot of the young folks are building on some of the things that you laid down in the development of so-called rap.
Yes, they were napping when we were rapping.
And what is the relationship to you between Last Poets and rap now?
Well, we call it sport graphics, which means spoken pictures, and what we call rapping is what we're doing right now.
Books. Basement genius, pages of scattered rhymes. Hookah smoke in the air helps me to gather lines. So many niggas nice, tell me what am I? Vivid images flow, rivers my tattered mind. Take my time slow, unveil it to the globe. Like a freeway Rick hovered in front the stove. Seems what I cook may be devil sent. If I'm anointed by the Lord, what is heaven then? Let loose legions when I grip the pen. Summer solstice when the session ends. And the raven was the sign, I'm the grandfather. Defenses at the gate makes me grind harder. While these fake poets lean like Dwayne Carter. Chose the sword pathway of a mass martyr. Educators failed me, yet I grew smarter. But I lack the motivation of a self-starter. Haters say procrastination is my gross product. But bandwagon soon as Lupe said this dude's got it. Only cobras in this umbrella. Turn my back on my brothers and the word never. No love lost, we can still flourish together. But Vega, Tillz, and MTS, they're my brothers forever. Endeavor. Books.
I understand that time is running out. 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 Running out as hastily as niggas run from the man. Time is running out on our natural habits. Time is running out on lifeless serpents reigning over a living kingdom. Time is running out of talks, marches, tunes, chants, and all kinds of prayers. Time is running out of time.
Yo, when I die, I know my soul's prepared. I'm a godson, but I ain't Olu's heir. And when I say godson, not a father's son, it's more like an orange sun. It's a solar flare. Yeah, my vision is ocean clear. Only my niggas sit in the closest chair. Only his sisters can approach him near. There ain't no prison that could fit him within this lonely square. Prohibited from showing fear while staring at the reaper and grin with a row of veneers. Like, yeah, so 6 pallbearers lift the Ronin in air. Y'all crying over spilled milk out the fridge. My spirit too Rona care. No one cares. Figure skate on your river of frozen tears. Emotions rare, or should I say uncommon? But it's something that numbs his conscience when thumbing content. Bishop saying Raheem's dead, someone shot him. I'm unbothered. Least it seemed that way how I stomach problems. Yeah, this the walk heading to Brooklyn over the bridge to pick up a single slice of cheesecake when your stomach's growling. Neither tomorrow nor money's promised. My brother split it 3 ways off of 1 rhyming. Our silver spoons went unpolished. How he so humble and modest, but come from the province of gun violence and confinement. Well, come holler, then come find us. Yeah, they say pressure creates these blood diamonds. True, my Ronin name come from the land of the rising sun, but this land of the fallen sons when the slums plotting. Mothers hunched over their young in boxes, while the oxygen from the drugs in our lungs are toxic. My soundtrack was the track noise of oncoming trains. The tracks in the arms of a junkie's veins were strangers' kids, but somehow we was unashamed. Living without fathers, most of it unexplained. Regular Monday, shit was mundane. Dollar spotted with bloodstains. Life's ugly, gotta hug your pains. Put some bread aside, let them testify. Don't make it sound like you ain't real, cause you leaving your address behind. Like exiting and why, some type of felon crime. That concrete won't be a jungle my daughter recognize. At least not with her set of eyes instead of mine. I do that shit a second time, if it means more grass to run for her exercise. And less police sirens when it's her bedtime. But never mind, I'm immune to that shit like a Sensodyne. Pardon, but they offended cause I censor mine. Success come when you sense the times, but lately this shit feel like an endless grind. Tend to your business, I'ma tend to mine. What's wrong?
Sounds through the streets, putting your mind in a state of mental paralysis. New York, New York. New York is a Brogan, boot-shaped state of Madison Avenue, Negro button-down. Hungry lost niggas, souls screaming downtown for death. Semi-black, obscured blackness, plastic trees and funky grass. New York is a state of mind that doesn't mind fucking up a brother.
Still in Queens, same place where we used to be. Still in Queens, same place where we used to be. Often you won't see us.
I'm from that home of the pigeons. You could never see the boy afraid to fly. When God your ghostwriter, you can automate these lines. City that never sleeps and hustles all day to grind. Gotta eat, just don't get that fork mistaken for mine in them streets. I was a shorty like 8 or 9. Back when moms used to come to that gate to tell her son it was late. They show that belt, I was sure to make it inside. Yeah, that's Jamaican authoritative design. Don't end up like them niggas on the corner wasting time. But what they had, I had wanted to make it mine. The Ice, Tommy Hills, the Jordans, the latest 9s. I'm doing chores and they sporting the latest rides. Pulling up to the block and them whores chasing behind, yeah. I used to pray to the Lord for my day to shine. So long ago it feel like this story is ancient times. So before your tapes rewind, New York a state of mind.
Hold it down for Queens, cause I overvalue fiends. Shout ghetto misery, shootouts in liquor stores, a perpendicular angle of the clout war.
The slang, the culture, the fashion, the looks, the smell of piss in elevators and that crack when it cook. While old heads preaching, keep your head wrapped in them books. I was a truant sipping Devil Springs, dapping the books. How could I give life a practical look when Locks told me about money, power, respect, and those platinum hooks? Okay, from 50 to Nas, from Nas to G-Rap, Prodigy, Seance, and bring you part of Mob Deep back. They holler where Queens at. Fresh constructs with a Yankee brim. We about to bring you army fatigues back. When niggas pay 500 and charge you a G flat. While Ice Grills was more common than positive feedback. With a law-making swine, like killers who first 48 them crimes. They say Queens get the money, so be sure to pay the fine. Don't be sure to pay no mind. In all space and time, New York a state of mind.
Hold it down for Queens, cause I overvalue fiends. Shout ghetto misery, shootouts in liquor stores, a perpendicular angle of the clout war.
Corner hugging, play the post, this the rise of the Phoenix. Air Max trainers, the cleanest, my whole cipher 99.9 completed. Home of the rarest 2011. Sour silver haze, I'm steaming, throwing hands to make it home safe. Northern bully dreaming. Learned early I needed Lucci to shine in due time. Stop scheming, now we receiving proper spiritual greetings. Oversized sword, beheaded a demon. World's Fair, Shea Stadium days. Corona Plaza, shorty wasn't even worth the Ramada. Low sporting, stone crazy. Was goody, Miss Parker set fire just like an arson. Native New Yorkian, the shining light that stemmed out of pitch black darkness. From the town, hit the deli by the 74th stop. Woodhaven bound from Jamaica, rep the queue like what's the word? Let's get it shaking all mini go.
Hold it down for Queens, cause I overvalue fiends. Shout ghetto misery, shootouts in liquor stores, a perpendicular angle of the clout war.
The Ronin.
I keep it all to myself, cause growing up my privacy was how I hide my grief. But I pray my loved ones still around me before my final sleep. The irony, I hope my father's soul finally find a peace. Just wish he was alive to see his son vinyl release. Wish I could rewind time like Shamir rewinding this beat. Running, that's long before his vital signs was bleak. Before Hova was signing bleak. Before I moved my fam to Atlanta and left behind them streets. Before they locked O for the firearm by the driver's seat. You a lion or a sheep? Why I gotta assume y'all rappers be lying through your teeth? But that's what happens when actions ain't quite aligning with your speech. Never witnessed no eagles flying with geese. Yes, I am he, my alliance complete. La Famille, MCS, books and Tillz. They my pockets empty, my brothers gon' foot the bill. So many losses, we was coming up short in the bush with Bill. But we all gon' cook up the meal till we walking up Sugar Hill. That's on the
nigga, that's on the real. I'm stepping with the family, so I keep the circle small just for my solace. Whoa, living by your truth, that shit be scary. And way more than an artist, it's way more than words and phonics. Oh, hey, I give it down by what y'all say, cause all that new shit getting old. Know y'all do this shit for show. I live and die by the soul, like the Ronin.
It gotta be more to claim. This rap game is y'all ball and chain. Just know the man who wear this mask never scared to walk for no fame. Shit, I promise, it won't be televised. Can activate y'all powers unless it's being incentivized. You scared to put your pen aside. Sometimes my mind just don't click together symmetric wise. Contradict myself, pardon. My mother was a Gemini. Genetic wise, we trade her habits. Tell her cut, it's a different grade of fabric. Never attempt to persuade her, take advantage. Loyal, cause I'm sure my bro Craig could paint me a graphic for free. But still I ask for his feet and I pay a match it. Facts. Them comfort zones have you stagnant for your career. Wrestling taking risks while I'm grappling with my fears. Reminisce on words that Lupe Fiasco said to my ear. That tourney took me 20 years worth of crafting to get prepared. When I won it, I stopped to take off my mask and I said a prayer. Ironic how I shed blood, but right after I shed a tear. I keep it. Keep it all to myself.
To myself.
To myself. To myself.
I keep it all.
I keep it all to myself.
Myself.
I keep it all to myself. I keep it all to
myself. Hey.
All to myself.
All to myself. Hey.
All to myself. To myself.
I keep this shit to myself. Hey.
All to myself.
I keep this shit to myself.
To myself. To myself. I keep it.
The Ronin, hear the whispers in the wind. Tales of honor and courage from a life that's now thin. His katana speaks to the voices in the wind. The Ronin, the Ronin.
Wake up, niggas, and you're all through. Sitting in the corner with your mind tied to your behind. Bonafide members of Niggas Anonymous, never knowing which way you're going. Pimping on right, turning tricks, slick dick with candy ass. All masters be held in my
Vega, I got it right here. Yo, all I know is survival, witness an awful. Strength from my heart, the signs are vital, feed off the prideful. I came from lacking with nothing, I always made it happen. Undrafted the main attraction by what I displayed in rapping. I knew my life was mapped out, but still needed guidance. Persona the finest, step on the base, mace off the giants. Rest in peace, I hope my legacy resemble yours. Unapologetically me, shit they resent me for. Bad nights, spent clue tapes, has the Henny pour. Last spliff, I need a relight Fenty stores, my gentry calls. For the respect I deserve, critics get lost in my words, like Robert tossing my herb that I spark when I twirl. Just know I set any rewards of the risk with the composure of time, brain an audible switch. Been single, need more than that, all in my grips. I take flight when I write, I'm afforded the trip. How to become a rebel like me. Snap like a double XL white tee. The franchise boy like Steve Francis. Ladies love Tillz, how yelling out he's handsome. Whenever the smoke clears, I be wondering if he's standing. Been in flight mode and can't be sure no clean landing. This chest like fresh in his pops in the park. With tears in my eyes cause the place I'm in is dark. Who to run to? With still the wisdom of Sun Tzu. The reason I always do for my mother this what a son do. Can only count on one hand about who gon' come through. Love me or leave me alone, take it how you want to, y'all losing hope. Y'all better off trying your coke, a bunch of George Clooney's out here. Y'all men who stare at ghosts in portrait mode. Bracelet with the gorgeous stones, the shoe doesn't fit, I still force it on while I step poison zone.
I got no time for that. Life's got no time for your little boy game. Leave all that nonsense at home when you come here. Alright, we're gonna put it on speed today. I ain't stopping to give you any little tips either. Sink or swim on your own today, cause I'm not always gonna be there to hold your hand for you. Alright, you ready for the real thing? Ready to come get it? You ready to come take it from your old man? You ready to...
Black like bebop and Bessie Smith blues. Black like Bad Morning and Bouquet by Langston Hughes. Black like the beatbox of Big Buff and Biz Marquis. Black like the black love of Ozzie Davis and Ruby D. Brilliance. Brilliance like the resilience of a runaway slave, wading through waters to cover the tracks that they made. Brilliance like the millions who marched on DC, getting bussed in as Bayard Rustin gathered the crowd for King's Dream. Because black excellence is not just a testament of the tenacity of the will, it is the rule and not the exception of an exceptional people who still have to navigate a landscape that was painstakingly designed. So we sell fate with no fail safe, even though we never felt safe enough to shine. But shine we will, and illuminate in the darkness like black gums against gold grills. In mathematics and science, as architects and engineers, as homemakers, as risk takers, as innovators and pioneers, from Basquiat to Barack, from the Black Madonna to my eye, from Tallahassee to Timbuktu, from St. Louis, Missouri to Mogadishu. Black brilliance is what I see. Black brilliance is you. Black brilliance is me.
Somber part. You know, they always asking me why Vega rap so aggressive, why he's so hostile, why he's so mad in general. I'll let y'all niggas know why.
Yo, why he rap like he kill the entire planet if God could make an exception? To spare his life, you pawns are a hostage to gain his blessing. Treat life like it's some race and somebody's place in a second, and that person that wins silver gets shot when the race is ending. It's bitterness, maybe envy that proudly shapes his perceptions. Times he wasn't acknowledged, that gotta make for resentment. He dodges and stays defensive. Executioner, that's back from when Hopkins was main eventing, but boxing ain't his intentions. Look, maybe he knows being hostile's a greater method, and blush should make the crowd subconsciously pay attention. Like unless a body drops in that plot, that it ain't respected. I'll take my kindness for weakness, show honor, but they neglect it. I'm a modern day eclectic. Anyone betting against me know that's not a safe investment. My stock exchange tested, but my needle points north, so I don't gotta take your suggestions. I just find it ironic our compasses take directions. We ain't free cause we locked in a state of stressing. We too concerned that our projects making impression, yeah. We all slaves in a box with a chain connected, yeah. We'll break them locks when we stop chasing perfection. He block his face from these lenses, too purist. He don't care for the commentating the metrics from Bobby the Brain's perspective. I understand I ain't some god that they elected, and my face isn't on a statue of bronze that they erected. Y'all colony ain't receptive, unless it's coke bars and heroin in the vein injected. All these Escobar bars are cocking and aiming weapons. You opt to change up your message, and instantly now you chingy, like you Holiday expressed it. Dark days full of hexes, but even when it's pitch black, seems my optic range can detect it. With my eyes wide shut, like I'm timing this frame directed. Toronto Drake to these peasants, cause it's a combination of domination and effort. The genre stays in recession. Them dollars you saving lessen, and it's worse cause you only driven by monetization. You notice your commerce just ain't progressing. That deposit ain't what your wallet may expect it. Forgot the love of the art's the main objective. Like Virgin Mary from ovulation to pregnant. It's the Lord that told me Vega go consummate what was destined. You don't gotta trust no scriptures and prophets named from the reverence. To know the prophet you made can't promise your way to heaven.
Prophets you made can't promise your way to heaven.
What good is night without darkness? It's just like another day. What good is day without light? It's just
Hey yo, these gray clouds be overcasting the sky up. Feeling like my adolescence don't exist, cause I lost my family's photographs in the fire. The ghost of the past behind you cross my mind every time another smoker past me is lighter. The joker laughs from beside you, cast away. Feel like a lonely Boeing crash survivor. The ocean's raft from the hydras, no floating raft, I'm a diver. Road to riches, you can't whip it as both passenger and driver. Just some mantras that I live by that I be quoting as reminders. Like, is that pot of gold on the road the path that you desire? Is driving over over potholes known to only flatten your tires. I question, like is it best if I was holding back as a writer and pine box my own career with a folded flag and retire? Seems my moment has expired. Perhaps I wish for it in secret, before my lips record and risk a draw the thesis. Stream of consciousness versus my gene pool. I don't know which water's the deepest. Got the shore, so I anchor my ship with Normandy beaches. My mind's on autopilot. Years pass, it feel like another day. Stuck in this maze, but where's the other way? Cause nothing lasts forever. Even bloodstains could wash away with a flood of rain. They say that all the hatred tomorrow come from that love today. When life's ugly, they say cover in the blood and pray. And when the world jump you, you gotta cover up your face. Who could judge him but a saint? The only thing an artist can trust is the colors in his paint. So love until it ain't. The crowd can make you that man employed at the mountaintop, but the crown can make it to where you can't avoid that chopping block. The belt on the champ is void when his spot is dropped, which I don't want. Y'all can't damage the boy. I'm like an android in an outer box, standing poised that I got unlocks. Why would I care for accolades when none of them are peers? Just appears to be from a passing gaze. Cats who think one rapper patent in my wave, that want me stuck in one style like I'm y'all and to be some shackled slave. Seems this fake street shit over hard drums with your palate craves. Like do beats without a box snare get y'all that enraged? I'm starting to feel like Mark Calloway, cause mankind want me buried alive as some artist deep in a shallow grave. I'd rather bathe in a lake of fire than in some rabbit cage. Y'all gonna follow my social media active page. Y'all must think I'm some golden retriever here to lap of praise. Drums or no drums, it's authentic me when I craft my page. My mind's on autopilot, years pass, it feel like another day. Stuck in this maze, but where's the other way? Cause nothing lasts forever, even bloodstains could wash away with a flood of rain. They say that all the hatred tomorrow come from that love today. When life's ugly, they say cover in the blood and pray. And when the world jump you, you gotta cover up your face. Who could judge him but a saint? The only thing an artist can trust is the colors in his paint. So love until it ain't. Yo, I'm still amazed how I don't get lost when I walk this maze. Drawing a cave, so just in case I die, I hope my mistakes can assist the person behind me before his post can fade. One last act of selflessness so that my folks forgave. Don't try to be somebody you not and then call it brave. Civilians emulating street habits, never the smartest trade. Fresh Prince, seen where both cousins went to MacArthur late. Darker days, he put up an act and Carlton caught them strays. Yo, why your fist bald and rage? Because he call it spades? Because his writing garners praise, his pen is sharp as shades. That got your bros acting funny. You feel like Marlon Wayne, so now you gotta kill your family off and get them Walter Frey. Yo, hold the tape. Son of Zeus Apollo like a Harlem stage. You put God in my name, I think I'm Charlemagne. But still I hustle and flow, that's worth a Paula J. Hope my daughter proud of her father works when I'm bald and gray. It's fake. Me and the community's ears ain't never been close, cause he privately sketches quotes. He's strategic, how they receive it so they don't guess his approach. Destination still the same, that's regardless whether you broke. Only difference, there ain't no room on that plane for your legs and coach. In this game, they say who wrote but don't get his credit's a ghost. While a life that works a man, I passed on the credit is ghost. It's true, the revolution won't be televised, at least till I decide to tell it live. This the time to get your remotes, nigga. Kid, watch him transform like he was Shia LaBeouf. Shot for what? According to haters, he can't die enough. Nowadays, to find a motivation to even rhyme is tough. Feeling like the old Kanye when his mouth was wired shut. Diamond in the rough, with his only concern is stay out of those iron cuffs. Meetings at the Hyatt with these higher ups. Like 34th floor, we are literally higher up. And no, I can't promise no job, we all hired up, nigga. Yeah, we near an ominous era. And as far as the critiques, I'm so detached, it's harder to hear that response clearer. It's what happens when you can't fear barker a nigga who in his prime a killer's career is a pallbearer. When Q had thrown his right to bear his arms in the river, he's Mariana Rivera. All he cared for was seeing a younger premiere. Nah, it's Pharaoh Montes and Jiggers. When he glared upon his appearance onto the mirror, there's facts. I'm guessing he had enough. They cool with niggas who want him to exit and pack it up. They question if that was luck. The pressure is adding up. But them the times when I get aggressive and grab my nuts. It's evident that he's stuck or conflicted. Iron cuffs with the bond lifted. Pour out this cup full of dark liquid. Just hoping I can leave enough songs listed. When I'm gone, I wonder who gon' listen. For real.
No, I ain't been around like that. Guess I just needed some space. A lot of shit to work out. I don't know if I'm be around for a short time, a long time, but guess we here for a good time.
Shit.
Let's get it.
Y'all niggas still think the only reward's a bag. The wealth I acquire cannot be bought with cash. My concrete was laid when the Lord had told me to walk this path. Your life a scenic grew carpet of grass. I suffered war wounds, had to sit in warm water, then Epsom salt the bath. They throwing rocks behind that wall of glass. Your arms too short to box with God, and your knuckles are way too small to jab. They told me life's only a forward path. Wish I could travel back and link to the past like this was Majora's Mask. All I ask is patience for what's directly in front of me, and keep me introverted. I'm burdened with extra company. These divas, two faces and snakes, especially these wannabes. Unhappy with themselves, but obsessions with who they wanna be. Still ponder on if I'm built to last in this league. Well, artists don't ship they merch and y'all give y'all last to these thieves. All I want's a legacy I can build and pass to my seed. The hero show up first, see if the villain's the last. They say a picture that's painted worth more than words when it's 1,000 on a page. Nowadays, EJR, a shadow is shrouded in a shade. I'm listening to shower you a praise, but it's a shame seeing the flowers that they gave was just decorations when mounted on your grave. My spirit counseled by the sage, the wise owl and the mage. As I learn the sense of my magic, I'm Dwight Howard with the fade. All the hate they shouting they're vague, but he outwardly isn't phased. They drowned out, his self-doubt is much louder within his brain. How he explain not trusting himself but still bouncing a wave? Fight my vision like Frank Dukes with that powder in his gaze. They had told him to count his days. All them threats from the Reaper told me my number's up, but the call was outside of my tower's range. Won't catch me online when them algorithms change. And what's free of charge in this life, we never valued it the same. Took for granted, you just witness it go from the spout to the drain. Chandler Jarrow, Golden Child, I could drink it and douse the flames. Remember Smack DVDs, I was hearing them rounds exchange. Thought to watch the platform, lost count the hours I trained. Y'all don't get it, 2 beads of sweat from my brow remain. Felt my power drain, towers feeling like they got left outside in a cloud of rain. Tried to escape, they let the bloodhounds from out the cage. Could hear the house from out their mouth like when they found the slave. Was foolish thinking that I could counter it with sage. How can a man step foot in his own house and be afraid, dear God?
I wish. I am the wish that makes Nina Simone wish how it felt to be free. I am the wish all black people are wishing for. I am the wish of freedom. Yes, I am the wish of black freedom. And I wish, and I wish, and I wish, and I wish I know, and I know I wish, and I wish I know, and I know I wish, and I wish, and I know, and I know, and I know.
These praying hands ain't derived from a forced religion. More from fear of the pain described in the horrid scriptures, tortured visions. Bodies in lakes of fire, the corpses sizzling, surrounded by nooses like they resided in Corpus Christi. Lord, forgive me, I would say despite my course of living. But no regrets, guess I've taken pride in my poor decisions. No more watching them baking pies in a sordid kitchen. Learn to make your own when you hate the size of your portions given. I'm more relentless, MJ when he finally torched the Pistons. Get my message out like I'm taking scribes through the fortress entrance. Obstacles ignored, no breaks when you try to run the distance. Some shit just harder than taking stride with a torn meniscus. I earn these flowers through space and time like a floral pension. Moral tension rises when hate disguised in the form of friendships. but growing just can't confine to the formal limits. With common sense, any change is fine, but y'all caught us sifting. I've been sore from lifting these heavy burdens I store within. Didn't trust my gut and just end up shredding my core again. Mortal men who think for themselves reflect the shortages, but most borrow ideas and fail to credit the origin. Is more than sin. Me and Vague like saviors in disguise. Christopher Scaife in his prime. Guess the raven was a sign. Y'all cater to the blind with the communication of a mime. I left poetry in their stations, never stayed for their replies. Yeah.